This city's always got a promise for you. Might be a lie, an illusion, but it's there, just around the corner, and it keeps you going.
So hey guys, recently I read more into Cyberpunk lore and I found out that it was actually quite interesting, and I thought that there were a lot of things that I had missed in my original video and a lot more that I could cover. I think that my previous video was pretty detailed, but now I wanted to go even more in depth and discuss some news that has surfaced really recently. So yeah, this video is gonna be a bit more scripted, so more precise, much shorter than the other one, and yeah, that was about it for the introduction, so let's cut to the chase. So the first thing I kind of wanted to take a look at was the metro map that we do see in the first shot of the trailer. More precisely, I wanted to talk about the metro lanes. At the beginning, it does seem like it's quite a small map. It seemed so for me, but when I took a deeper look into it, I realized there are 10 metro lanes in this game, which just shows you how big the scale of this world is and what CD Projekt Red have actually prepared for us. Going a bit towards the areas of the map themselves, we get the City Center, Orbital Space Center, Haywood, Westbrook, Santo Domingo, and Watson. There are plenty of other sub-areas and stops on the metro as well, so it really does raise the question if we will actually get the metro as a means of transportation in the actual game. So in front of the beautiful landscape of Night City, and also a bit before, we do get most likely our main character. His or her name is V. According to CDPR, he or she is a gun for hire on the rise and on the brink of becoming an urban legend. We got information that there won't be any class system actually, but that we would sculpt our own character through the creation screen and also throughout the story. You would become a mix of the classic Cyberpunk classes while upgrading abilities as well. Those classes are solos, essentially hired hitmen, and mercenaries, possibly like our main character. Also, we have netrunners who are hackers. This might be part of the abilities that we might gain. We have nomads, who are gypsy-like people who were the slaves of the corporates before they got fired. They roam the streets and gangs. Then we have the rocker boys, the rebellious musicians who attempt to change the world and fight authority. Again, this might be part of the main quest, some side quest material, or part of the ability system. The next class is fixers, basically well-connected fencers, information brokers, and smugglers that sell on the black market. This might feed into the main quest or side quest and trickle down into abilities of the playable character in different ways. Next up, there are corporates who are rich, wealthy, and persuasive. I personally have a feeling that this might be one of the main plots in the story. Maybe you would be able to start a business and earn money for upgrades and possibly challenge the corporates. We have crystal jocks, another type of hackers which are a bit more old school, utilizing apps and viruses instead of the VR interfaces that the netrunners use. This might be important as well. The battle of the old against the new has been a long-running theme. More importantly, we might see this in the different hacking abilities. Last but definitely not least, we have the techies, who are technicians and experts on cybernetics. These guys are quite often underground and do stuff off the charts. After this long segment, I'm gonna talk more about Night City. We get a lot of shots of it and it's beautiful. Flying cars, neon holographic signs, and dark atmosphere, it's all here. It's quite vibrant, probably more so than the original trailer that was released in 2013. For the people saying that it's not as dark and rainy all the time, I have two words: day, night, and weather cycles. We do see from some of the screenshots that there is a dark and gritty part of it at night, and a light and vibrant part by day. The world itself is quite dark. As many of you know, the neo-noir Night City is the worst to live in, but for some reason people still live there. There's always something around the corner that you're waiting for. Either some corporate business that sound too good, or some new augments. You could look at it as an epitome of all the negative things in America, both in the context of crime, technology, and consumerism. Now, in addition to the recent news about the traditional class system being abolished, there have been recent revelations about the perspective of the game itself. Cyberpunk 2077 is indeed going to be a first-person RPG. It could be handled in a very similar way to Deus Ex or other such games. I don't know how this would be implemented, so I cannot state my full opinion on it, but as long as it does not spoil the role-playing, I think I would be fine with it. So yeah, that was about it for the recent Cyberpunk news. Again, I'm really excited for new information about it, and I can't wait for the game's actual release, which might be far from now. For more videos like this, please subscribe and like the video. If you do have any suggestions, as always, leave them in the comment section. That was it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.